You always want to start out needing to know what product or service you want to be an entrepreneur in. You got to know what you want to do. And a lot of times you're going to come up with different ideas, and just because you don't follow through, the project never completes. And you got to do your due diligence. The statistics, the demographics in the area where you're trying to gain access to different clientels, different finance, or you may want a particular type of targeting to certain types of group of people. You got to know where you're going in order to draw in your clients to your specific business, whether if you do it on the internet, whether if you sell products in person or on the road, it doesn't make a difference. The other thing is name of business. This is the most difficult one. Having that catchy name. You have to find a name that everyone will remember, because if you do a name that is less catchy, you always get to people, what's the name of that? It started here. The name will always be mixed up, or they have a difficulty, or it may be like someone else's. And you never want a name that's just like another business. You don't want to be a copycatter, and you don't want to be infringing on somebody's copyrights as well. So name of a business. My suggestion is that you could just write a whole bunch of list of names down. Just come up with the names. But while you're doing it, put a deep thought. Does this name rhyme with anything? Does it have a jingle, a song, a tune to it? That'll make somebody remember it? Or does it have, can I flow a quote with it to make it stand out? Do I have anything that will be memorable, that'll be tied to this name, that I can attach it, or later on that I know that I can grow this brand? Whatever name, remember when you're selecting name, it is the brand. That brand, on how you spin it, plays a big part on how far that business goes. And you always want to think about the copyrights of a trademark of a business. A lot of times, 99, I'm just throwing a number out there, it seems like only 1% get it, really. What I found from one country to, whether if it's international, whether if it's in the States, it doesn't make a difference. I have found when people go in business, they think it is justifiable to give or take a name of someone else's that is from another state or another country, instead of making it their own. What they're doing is taking a name, benefiting off of someone else's dream, rather being creative. And what usually occurs is it causes confusion and conflict, which can be a legal fee if those people pursue you that actually owns it. So my suggestion is pick a name that is not anyone else's. Find a unique name. I don't care how that other business names. It is so unethical to choose another person's name of a business, unless you have figured out, oh, they don't own the copyrights, or they don't own the trade. It's not trademark. Then you slip in. But what I found is a lot of people doing this. They're not doing their due diligence on the name. They're taking someone else's company name and then taking it as their own, and it's misleading the customers, because what it looks like is that you have taken a name, and you may start a clothing business but have the same name as this beauty shop, and then other people that's looking in, they're thinking it's the same business, and so you're drawing customers off of this person's business name. What is the worst thing that can happen? If the person pursue you in court, they can take all your profits, and you still have to take their name down and rename it. Sometimes some companies wait it out to you build and establish. They know that you've stolen their name, but they're waiting on you to build it out financially to the fullest, and then they can have a right to go for the grab. They can go in the beginning, or they can wait till you gain that wealth off of their name that you shouldn't have done in the first place. But unfortunately, there are grimy people that are like that. You are grimy, you're not professional. The ethics of the state and federal and city and county states that you're supposed to come up with a unique name. You don't supposed to use anyone else's name. But what I have found, these bloopers of people lack of knowledge, they're criminals. That's the thing about it. They just hadn't been caught. They're actually criminals. So when you see there's a business out here, they may be a beauty shop. I'm going to say a beauty shop. And then a nail salon takes their name and think it's acceptable, whether if it's overseas or not. My suggestion to prevent the bloopers is to make sure you protect yourself international as well as in the States. Trademark and copyright, whichever one is preference. You may be doing something that's copyright where you have to protect your writings or so forth, records or whatever it may be, music or just a name or a style, color, image, logo, symbols. Do what you got to do, but you need to focus on both if possible. You need to patent if it's a unique idea that no one has, because the worst thing you can do is create something and someone takes your idea and you did not protect it in the beginning. I'm going to talk about little steps. I'm not going to go in detail. Those people, I want you to do this. And it's very difficult. That tongue is very difficult. Stop telling people your dreams or plans before you have protected it. Stop telling your dreams and your plans before you have protected it. So you're supposed to protect everything, even though you have not started and you have not begun and you have not even did anything. You have to protect it. Tell no one. Trust no one. Don't trust your mom, dad when it comes to your business. Don't trust your brother, sister, because they can take your dreams. Don't take your best friend, your love, your cousin. I don't care who it is. Or a business person. Don't even tell a business. I don't care how long they've been in business. They can take your dream and make it their reality in financial gain, and you still be where you are. This happens all the time. Get a clue. Prevent these bloopers. These are beginning business bloopers. Tell no one, trust no one. Your freedom of speech does more damage to you when it comes to you wanting to start a business. Your freedom of speech can be somebody else's personal financial gain. Protect your ideas and thoughts. Write down on your business options. Get it notarized. So you got a name of a business or you got ideas and thoughts, write it down, notarize it, put it in an envelope, seal it, put a U.S. stamp, mail it back to you. Put it up. Put your dream up until you really fiscal able, so you know this. But how I'm going to protect it before. You got your ideas, you got the name and everything, but you still need to take one more step. You need to go to your county, city, or state, depending on how you're going to form your business. Go ahead and get it on an anonymous name. If you know you're going to start your business within the next 10 years, you should go on and put your name on record at the county, state, or federal, however your state is set up. Like I'm in the state of Texas, so we know that if we're going to do sole proprietorship or a small corporation, go to your state court system, the records department. Fill out the form. Sometimes all of them are online now. The anonymous, if you're going to incorporate it, some of them allow you to incorporate it there at that office. Some of them will refer you if you're going to be incorporated, S corp and all that, then they're going to tell you to go to state and file. Do that. Protect your name first. Because if you know you're not going to establish your business in 3 years or the next 3 months or the next year or two, protect your name. You can do that. In Texas, it's $26 to put it on record with the courts. But you're going to have to take it to another step. And I'll cover, there's a book called 7 Steps that I'll get into on my second podcast for you. But that I'm going to tell you to pick up this book because it'll give you the beginning steps of starting your business. So you're going to protect your ideas and thoughts. Write down on your write all your business plans and options down. You're going to put it on paper. Notarize it if possible. If you can't notarize it, still stick it in an envelope, put a stamp on it, have it mailed back directly to you. Put it up. This is your evidence. It's federal protected because you're sending it in U.S. mail. You don't get that. That's old school. Protect yourself. But you're going to have to still take another step when it comes to your name. You're going to have to go to this soon. Go down there at the courts, the records department, fill out that anonymous records form, and protect your name in the beginning. Even if you don't have a physical brick and mortar, you can still put your physical home address down. Get a clue. Okay? I'm trying to help you. Some people choose not to do it because, I don't have a building. It's not about the building. It's about the idea. And where the idea is going to go. If you don't put action in it, it's not going to go anywhere. So if you're waiting on your finances to get a building, you'll be waiting in that case. You still got to do the formalities. The formalities of the bloopers is you don't take care of your paperwork in the beginning. Take care of your paperwork in the beginning. And then as you growing your business financially, building, if you want a building, brick and mortar building, if you trying to raise funds for the products or things, the service you're going to do, whatever you're trying to do to gain money to have your business, you still need to do the paperwork. So why not do that in the beginning and later it'll all merge together? Or you can just die for it and do it all and do it in one day. People do it at fine places in one day, find somewhere to lease, or they do it in their home and start from the beginning. Someone got to start somewhere to be an entrepreneur. And everyone don't start in a brick and mortar. So I'll talk about that in the ups and downs of the bloopers of the brick and mortar in your home and the downfalls in the record keeping. I'll keep you tuned to a lot. So remember, when you mailing something back to you that's relating to your business, is a date, time, stamp establishment. So you have evidence that you did create that name or whatever information concerning your business on a particular date. So when you get ready to establish your business, you can say my established date was back in 1990, because you do have established date that you established this business, and you can use that as your established date, because that's when you created your name, your foundation. You know everybody. You normally business bloopers. Some businesses take off. Majority business, it takes anywhere from minimum 5 years to get off the ground, and sometimes longer. Sometimes people have a niche and their business soar, and sometimes they have a support system that backs their products. But if you're that person that has to do it on your own, do it the right way and protect yourself. So this is my business beginning bloopers, beginners business bloopers, BBB. Not the Better Business Bureau, but the BBB. So follow me. Make sure you pass it on to some new entrepreneur or someone that wants to do it and they just don't have the go button to do it. So hopefully these tips have helped you today, and have a BB day, a beginner's business blooper day.